Hey everyone, so we're back aboard our Lagoon 42 in Vancouver, BC, and we've recently completed our rewire of the batteries, the lithium batteries, our solar panels and chargers, and the battery management system. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what we got. Down here we've installed 4 brand new Victron lithium 200 amp hour batteries each for a total of 800 amps, and they are wired through these Lynx distributors with the battery management system in the middle. So all the battery power coming in and out controlled by the battery management system from the batteries, and then all the battery power and whatnot coming in and out to the boat on the other side of the Lynx battery management system. This setup with our recently installed solar should give us a significant off-grid time frame. And I'll show you a few other components of the system, and we'll go from there. So over here in the cupboard behind the sliding door is where we've mounted our inverter, a Victron inverter, 3000 inverter, and also 2 of the 4 MPPT solar controllers. These are controlling the 400 watt panels that came with the boat, and we have 2 more MPPT 150s in the aft engine bay, I'll show you that later, that are controlling all the new solar panels that we put in. Also up here we've added a multi-control. You can do it through the Cerbo GX panel, but this is just much easier to be able to flick your charge or inverter on and off, as well as you can dial your control for the incoming shore power really quickly. Just a convenient way to do that. And we had to fill this hole anyways because our old solar charger panel was up here. Plus it's up high and out of the way, and none of the grandkids will be flicking switches on us there. Up here at the chart table is where we've mounted the Cerbo remote panel, and you can see it's quite a nice display that shows all kinds of information in terms of how much AC charge and your draw and your solar. We're actually getting, it's a pretty cloudy day, we're actually getting 19 watts of charge out of the solar. And yeah, you can scroll through to all the different, I haven't got my tanks hooked up yet, but you can do all kinds of things. It's quite a cool little system. So I'm back in the starboard side engine bay, and you can see what we have removed: the original lead acid batteries that came with the boat that used to be installed here, and replaced them with the lithiums that I showed you earlier. And we've also removed the chargers that came with the boat that were mounted on this wall, and put up a new panel and used this to mount our MPPT 150s, which are controlling the new solar arch panels, the 1600 watts of solar up top there that we're these 2 controllers are doing. And then over here we put 2 of the 4 DC DCs that are, these ones are controlling the alternator on this side, wired through to the start battery and then into the lithium. And then here we have a single AC charger when we're plugged into shore for charging both start batteries. We have 2 more DC DCs on the port side, mirroring this same setup, charging the start battery only and then trickling into the lithiums. That would give us a total of 120 amps of charge if both engines are running at the same time, and should keep the alternators from overheating and producing sufficient power while we're underway. You can also see here on the starboard bay, I took the start battery that was down here out and relocated it up and inboard where the other set of house batteries used to be. And now we have replaced that with one of the AGMs that was part of the house bank, and just creating more space for servicing the engine. Couple minor things I have to do still with some terminal covers and stuff, but that's essentially where that's going to stay. Okay, so I'm outside now where we've mounted our solar panels and the new arch, and you can see it's December 26th here. It's snowing in Vancouver. It's quite chilly and unusual for this time of year for Vancouver. Usually we have rain, but I've cleared most of the snow off so you can have a little bit of a look, and we're about 90% complete on this job, but there's a few little things left to do. But as you can see, we've got 410 watt panels for a total of 1640 watts mounted on the roof with 2 posts. And we've run our wiring down the posts on either side, and I've got mounts on both sides of the top of those posts for future antennas, as well as where the green tape is on this side. There's going to be a shower head there. I've had it in, I had to take it out, but it's not hooked up, but that's going to allow us to have an outside shower up high for summertime when you're swimming. That'll be really nice. And yeah, so a couple little things that we also did was we moved the stern light way out to the end of the solar panels, rewired that so it's working off of the nav systems. And the old stern light that was there, I left in place, and we wired up a new light, just an outside light, to a switch in the galley. And so in the evening or nighttime, we can flick that on, and if we're messing around with the dinghy, we've got really good light now shining down on the dinghy and lighting up the transoms and stuff at nighttime. So just a couple other things that we added that were part of this whole upgrade. Okay, we're up on the roof now, so you can have a bit of an aerial view of the new installation here. You can see the 410 watt panels mounted across the back over the dinghy. All with nice 2-inch stainless frame, mounted down to the roof with 3 supports. The 2 outside ones we drilled and epoxied the holes, and the front part's drilled through, and the back is bolted. In the center part, it's through bolted all the way, and then of course the 2 posts that come down onto the transoms to make it nice and solid. So you can see also the 400 watt panels that came with the boat, giving us a grand total of 2040 watts of solar. And even here today, the sun's down a little bit now, but we were getting 580 watts of charge, and we're in the dead of winter and the sun's very low. So, and there's lots of ice and whatnot still on the panels, and we're still getting pretty good charge out of them. One of the things that we're also going to do that we haven't finished is we're going to add a ladder for some support across all the way across the back. It's got a little bit of wobble in it, so we're just going to add a bar across the bottom with some vertical supports to stiffen that up and give it some extra strength there.